Hi guys, now I will show you this handwriting schematic of a substation radio transmitting that I electrically concluded in this schematic. So let's start. It came from 110 kilovolt and is a 6 kilovolt output, so is 110 6 kilovolt transformer here that is used in substation, in step down substations. It from 110 kilovolts star it gets 6 kilovolt delta, and it have used those 872 tubes. As you can see, they are connected like this. Their filament is, each one is 5 volt 7.5 amps. So as you can see, it could be 5 volt 7.5 amps. Each filament separated, or both connected in parallel. Both connected in parallel are 5 volts 22.5 amps, so is a lot of current. Or in series 15 volts 7.5 amps, so I think it could have been 15 volts 7.5 amps to reduce current losses. And let's see the schematic. So this here is this here, but I have thumbstick to see you how it will be separated. And this is a 220 volts 380 volts, so we don't have in delta, we have in Y, and this 220 volts, so delta is line voltage if you connect it in line voltage in delta. But even with those 2 points can get 380 volts, because this is an old schematic and I choose that old voltage, so now we have 230 volts to up to 240 volts, and this is not anymore 380 but is 400 volts. So let's see, it have a neutral in tap, it have 220 volts, so it have another transformer here that reduce the current for those Tesla 1738 mercury arc rectifier tubes, those that I have showed you in 2 videos. Go and check my videos to see them. So this is the connection, and all this is just only to power the GK71 transmitting tube. So this is how it works. It gets from this, or maybe could have been a different type of transformer that could have been a Y1 and not a delta. So I am just imagining in those times. And the neutral was connected into ground, as I have hypothesized. But for a moment I have do it like it was a delta. But you can just switch the places with a Y1, as you can see, and use the neutral to get directly connected with this capacitor, high voltage capacitor. It comes from here, it gets rectified, it's accumulated in this high voltage capacitor, and it goes in this schematic of GK71 transmitting tube. So this is, guys, how a transmitting station was working inside this substation, because you need a communication way to dispatch the faults and grounding faults over current relays or something like that, phase to phase, phase to ground, cable breaking, jointing breaking, substation floating. So you need to communicate with the central, so you need a ready transmission. I have precursized this as a diode tube, but this is a transmitting tube, so a tetrode or pentode, I can't remember what it was. This is GK71. I will clarify some things and I will show it later in another video. So I'm just telling you by giving a lot of information. So, and even now I'm thinking that could have been Y and not delta, because it may have used those 3,500 volts, sorry, and not 6 kilovolt directly, because it may damage the GK71. So it could have been a Y. And not a delta. So guys, that was for today. Have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, invite your friends to watch my videos, and share your opinion. Bye guys.